Hey, how you doing? This is your boy Rose with my boy Buff in the house.
AKA Rob Beats.
We want to introduce you to the BUFFnROSE show.
Yo.
You can reach me on Instagram at that dude Rose, and you can reach this guy at
Rob Beats.
That's
at
what's up.
Gmail. The O is a 0.
Wow. You just gave like your whole like email address. That's what's up. But either way, what is the BUFFnROSE show? We are two dudes that, from New York originally. And we talk about whatever. I mean, like, our conversations are like so freaking crazy.
Yeah.
But either way, we've been good friends now for over 20 years.
Yeah, it's been that long?
Yo, I mean, yeah, dude, it's been since the 90s. Like, there are people probably listening to this that have never even, wasn't even existing in the 90s.
Jeez,
so that's kind of crazy.
That's crazy, dude.
But either way, been friends forever. And we've been on this journey, getting to know each other, getting to know ourselves, and out here in this world, living life.
Yeah, so one day at a time, brother.
Women.
Getting
married, getting divorced.
Yeah, not meeting too much women nowadays. Married.
He's married. I'm divorced. But either way, children in the midst and all that good stuff. But either way, we're about just talking about whatever the hell we want to talk about.
Pops off. This is a test run.
This
is a pilot. This is a pilot.
This is our pilot. Wow. This is the inaugural.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, this is like, back Obama back in the day when he had his first inauguration. It's like history being made. So either way, we're just two guys that's going to talk about whatever. And hopefully there'll be one or two people that find it interesting.
Yeah, hopefully,
right? But either way.
I'm finding it interesting myself. Just listening to myself talk.
But, yo, that's where we're at. And, hopefully, someone
see where it goes from here.
Yeah, definitely. So, what are we gonna talk about today, bud?
I don't know, dude. First of all, I want to get on the topic about old girl faking this kidnapping shit out in the New York shit. Yeah, dude.
That was some crazy shit, like Jesse Smollett.
Yeah, dude. What the hell's going on with you black people, man? What is going on?
Hey, can't be just black people. It's just people in general.
I don't know, man.
But you never know.
I hold black people at a high standard.
You right, because we black and we
yeah, because you do some dumb shit. People looking at me like you gonna do some dumb shit.
Right. But I don't know what's going on with this girl. Right now we all know that the big topic of the year is all of these black women and children that are being kidnapped. Yeah, they're being kidnapped, sold into slavery. It's sad.
It's crazy.
Obviously, slavery has been around since the beginning of time.
Oh yeah.
And all these people thinking that in 18 whatever it was over. No, it's still happening today. Yeah. And unfortunately, they're preying on people that they believe nobody will look for. And unfortunately, a lot of these folks look just like you and me.
Yeah, minorities, right. Black and Hispanic.
Right.
Women and children.
Exactly. So for this young girl to fake her kidnapping is crazy.
Oh, yeah, some serious shit right there, man.
Because, it takes away and it makes people feel like, it's not real. And that's the thing. And as we all know with Black Lives Matter, that was the narrative where a lot of, people that are outside of minorities felt like, this stuff was fake. It's not real. It's fake news. As our president, maybe soon to be impeached president.
Oh, man, that's another topic right there, dude. I mean, they may impeach him, but I guarantee he's going to get reelected. He's going to be the first impeached, reelected president ever. That's what's going to end up happening.
You think so?
Yeah.
You think it's over?
Nah, shit ain't over.
I don't know, man. Let me tell you about Trump, man. Thing about it is that they're gonna go through all the motions.
Yeah, but don't take me like I'm not a Trump supporter. Not at all.
I'm not saying that you are.
Not at all.
But and neither am I. So no Trumpers here. But what I will say is that they're not gonna let this happen. They're not gonna let not even a duly elected president, but they're not gonna let a president get knocked out due to impeachment. As much as they're going through the motions.
All I can say is we shall see. We have seen stranger things happen in this country, so we shall see.
But getting back to the chick in New York, the teen, right? She
Dude.
faked her kidnapping. This is the Bronx, my home borough.
Yeah,
I'm from the Bronx.
That's sad.
Oh my gosh, didn't even know she was the Bronx. But she was walking on a rainy street in the Bronx Monday night. A sedan rolls up, stops beside him, and two men spring out the car, grab Carol Sanchez, and shoves her in the car. Her mother ran after her, grabbing with one of them. They yanked her out the way, and the door slammed shut, and they drove off. I mean, it sounds like something out of Empire, right?
Yeah.
Sounds crazy like an episode out of Empire, but either way.
Juicy has something to do with that one.
Juicy.
Juicy has
he probably has a support group going on now.
Hey, dude.
Juicy Schmollay. There we go. But, it's kind of funny, man. I mean, I think, what do you think causes a person to do that?
It's just all about attention. If they're not getting it positive in a positive way, they're gonna do it in a negative way. You know what children, like little children, do that. Like 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds do that shit. You know, and when you're 16 years old, you should know better than that. You know, but I feel like when people do silly stuff like that, they need stiffer penalties for this. You know, because like you're wasting the cops' times for like real situations. Like kids are being kidnapped and stolen and sold into sex trafficking. That's a serious issue, you know. And for you to fake that's a smack in the face. That's not cool at all, you know. I mean, I think she should do jail time for it. Be honest, my opinion. I think if her mom was involved, she should pay like a penalty, a high ass penalty, like this, like $100,000 that she could never pay off or something, you know. And her daughter should do at least about 5 years in jail for that.
So what if the mom's not?
And they need to like put that on the news, like how much jail time they serving for it, you know?
Right. But
so people know not to do that shit.
So what if the mom's not involved? What if the mom is just a regular mom and her kid decides they want to go ahead and do that? Should the mom be penalized? Should she be arrested? Should she pay a penalty?
Well, I don't think she should. Well, maybe she should pay a penalty, pay something. Maybe not as high as like 100,000, maybe 10 grand or something. You know?
Okay, but I mean, let's be real. Like Jesse didn't do any jail time, right? Jesse and for those that don't know, Jesse Smollett, he faked his beating from supposed white supremacists a few months ago. And we found out it was two African brothers that he paid to beat him down.
Dude, from jump, I knew it wasn't nobody white. From jump, when I first heard about it, I was like, yo, I bet you $1 million. I was betting people $1 million. I was like, yo, I bet you gonna be some brothers that did that shit. Because first of all, it didn't sound right. Because I was like, in order for you, I mean, if you was a straight up racist, you're not watching Empire. You gotta watch. I mean, you gotta really watch Empire to know who the hell he is. You know, I mean, come on now. You gonna see some dude wearing like a KK suit at home watching Empire or Martin or something like that. In Chicago. Come on, dude.
Wait.
That shit is all suspect right
what
there.
What KK we know walking around the streets of Chicago these days?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
They don't call it Chirac for nothing.
Exactly.
You know he would have got gutted like a fish a long time ago.
So let's be real. But yeah, I mean, you know, for all those that don't know, Jesse Smollett faked his joint. So now, I mean, he may have sparked some kids to kind of think like, oh, wow, I need some attention.
Yeah.
Let me do that. But let's be real. Jesse Smollett didn't do any jail time. He didn't do any jail time because he had money.
He got money.
So this girl out the Bronx, and look, I grew up in the Bronx, you know. We were okay. I mean, but, you know, we weren't rich by any means.
Yeah.
They don't have the money to keep this young lady out of jail.
Nah.
So what happens? You know, should she go to jail? Should her parents pay a fine?
Yeah. Hell yeah, all that.
I mean, at 16 years old, dude, we all make mistakes. I don't know.
Oh, dude.
I don't know. And what about the people that actually grabbed her? Who are these folks?
My thing is like, it's not a mistake. A mistake is like, oops, I slipped on your foot. Oops. You know, this was planned out. Intentionally planned out. Now, if she never got caught, she wouldn't be sorry about this. She caught, now she's sorry because she knows she's going to get punished. And if she doesn't get punished, now what kind of messages I gonna send to all these other kids and stuff? Right. Like the girl that was licking the ice cream in the store. You know what I'm saying?
That was crazy.
And then I see a whole bunch of other copycats do spitting in Arizona teas and stuff and posting it up on Facebook. I mean, we living in like You actually, you know what? I think it all started with the Kardashians and stuff.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Kim's and Ray J sex tape.
It's just dumb shit. Just trying to get famous off dumb shit without being talented. None of that. You know.
I can't disagree with you. I mean,
and like, you know, just being accessible, like what we're doing right now, just being accessible to the mass right now. It's so much easier for the average person. You know, so like. The dumb kid would just think like, well, what should I do today? You know, like Jackass and stuff. Let's do dumb shit today.
Right.
You know, see how many hits, how many likes we get. Let me see if I can run in front of this car and get hit by a car. See how many likes I get.
Well, you know, the thing is, we live in a look at me, pick me era right now. Yeah. Kids aren't getting the attention from their parents at home. No. Parents are out doing their own thing. I mean, we have probably the youngest set of parents ever in creation as far as numbers wise. I mean, you know, I remember back when we were growing up, you had all these teen parents that were happening. And now we have the situation where, you know, you have parents that look like they're the brother or sister of their kids.
Yeah, you can't be your kid's friend.
Right. And they try to be because they're like, we grew up together. Yeah. So, I mean, when you look at that, you have people that aren't really parents. They're like, you know, their parents or their kids' best friend. Yeah. So with that being said, these kids are looking for a true direction. They're looking for someone to validate them. And who's validating them? Well, it's the internet. It's the internet, social media, Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, Snapchat. That's where they're looking for validation. They're taking off their clothes. They're cursing up a storm. They're knocking people out. They're faking kidnappings, all that to be validated. Yeah. And I mean, it's kind of crazy, bro. Yeah. I mean, when we were growing up, what was up?
I'm gonna say this.
What's up?
I'm tired of talking about this. Let's talk about something else.
All right, we're gonna talk about something else.
Yeah.
Buff.
Yeah.
Watchmen.
Oh, dude.
Did you watch Watchmen?
Yes. Oh, dude. It put a fucking smile on my face last night.
Really?
Which not the very last episode.
Okay.
It was like the second to the last episode.
Okay.
I can't remember which number or what was the title.
Okay.
And like how it was like broken up in different chapters, and like the Dr. Manhattan was living in all time.
Right.
And how he was breaking it down.
Right.
And my poor wife was sitting next to me. She had that look like, what the fuck is going on? Right. And me being a sci-fi guy, I knew exactly.
Right. I knew exactly what he's talking about.
I knew exactly what's going on, so I was able to go with the wave of the flow of the show.
Right.
You know, and it was drawing me in. I mean, I gotta say this. I mean, the writers on that particular episode are fucking geniuses. Cause that shit pulled me in, and then the way it ended, I was that was the dopest storyline on a TV show yet.
So what I'll say is, just from beginning to end, this Watchmen series has been a surprise, a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, because I mean, I had no idea they're going to touch on like the whole racist thing and talked on about
Wall Street,
about actual history on Black Wall Street, how it was bombed. It was like everyone keeps thinking 9/11 was the biggest domestic or terrorism that happened in the country. It was Black Wall Street. Biggest terrorism,
and that was terrorism that was created by actual Americans
on
other Americans.
Yeah, domestic terrorists.
And that's freaking crazy.
Yeah,
but either way, we'll get on that another time.
Oh,
but even talking about it, you know, the fact that they touched on the racial undertones of our country.
Yeah.
With Black Wall Street, you know, that whole thing in Tulsa, and then just how their fictional world mirrors our own world with how white supremacy still reigns.
Oh yeah.
And you know, the thing about it is, white supremacy there has been suppressed, whereas here it seems to almost be celebrated. You know, of course, through our political structure with our president.
It was a little suppressed, but then when Trump came into office, you know, they start coming out the woodwork, and they can show they feel like they can show their ass now.
Exactly,
you know
they feel comfortable now.
Yeah,
and of course, you all see the videos every day.
Oh yeah. Dude,
you know. White Sheila messing up the picnic or whatever.
Oh yeah.
You know,
the random calling the cops on people.
But either way, getting back on the topic of the Watchmen. So you got the racial undertones, but then you know you mix in the original movie, comic book into it. them touching on, and can I say Regina King did an exceptional job, playing her character.
She did her thing.
And Luke Gossett Jr.
I think she should get like a Oscar or something for that.
She did her seriously, thing. I give it to her. Seriously, if she don't get an Emmy, I'm gonna be mad.
She needs something for
but
it.
Either way, it was just a great show overall. And then seeing them, when you talk about the sci-fi factors of them talking about how, Dr. Manhattan perceives time. He's in every moment at the same time.
Yeah.
So time is not linear for him. And it's funny because, Einstein, or maybe I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, please let me know. But there have been theories that says that as human beings, the only way we can, perceive time is through linear, one step right after the other.
Yeah, he's saying there's no past, present, or future.
But but this dude, Dr. Manhattan, he perceives it all at one instant. So he is in every step of time, every time moment at the same time.
Yeah, dude, I feel sorry for the wife, man. Oh man.
My gosh.
But you know what? She actually understood it like towards the end and made a whole lot more sense. It came together for her.
The thing
she enjoyed it too. So
the thing I love about the character is that she accepted him. Now, granted, you could get real caught up that this is the most powerful man in your universe, but it didn't seem to faze her. She accepted him because who wants to be with somebody that knows everything before it happens?
Yeah.
I don't think anybody wants to be with that dude. But the fact that, to me, I would think that if I was with a chick and she knew everything before it happened, I'm like, damn, I can't get anything over on this chick. I mean, it's just not a good situation.
Yeah.
But that's a drawback.
Yeah, I feel
but
you.
I mean, I think.
All right, I'm done talking about this shit. I'm done talking.
Well, my last.
Let's talk about Mandalorian now.
but hold up. My last point is, all I'm saying is that I think it's hard to find people that will accept you for who and what you are.
Yeah.
Good or bad.
No question.
Good or bad.
No question.
Now you mentioned the Mandalorian, so let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do you really like that show? Disney Plus's first show, right?
Well, yeah. I'll say this is like the very first episode. I thought it was good. I thought it was pretty dope.
Okay.
And then I guess maybe the second or third episode it started lagging a little bit.
Okay.
All
right.
And then it was like up and down for me each episode.
Okay.
But like the last couple episodes was dope. And I was actually this is funny because I actually mentioned it to you like the very first episode when he was in a bar and the guys tried to rough him up or whatever and they ran away. He shot his lasso at the dude. He started pulling him towards him. Right. And dude shot back at him and he hit the wall and it closed on him. Right. But that moment when he was pulling him towards him, I was like, yo, that reminded me of Batman, the Michael Keaton Batman era.
Okay, yeah,
right?
Definitely.
Right? So then now I'm seeing like all these articles now, they really comparing it to Batman.
Right.
Like the whole scene, I don't know, it was like the maybe second to the last, third scene. I need to really remember the name of these episodes. When he's actually went to go rescue another space pirate or whatever, and they all turned on him and stuff like that. And then I think the strobe light was going on.
Right.
And he was disappearing, reappearing behind the dude. That's some Batman shit right there. I was like, yo.
I feel you.
I said, he took, straight from Batman's book, man. Straight from Batman. But, the show's bad. It's a badass.
So let me tell you. The person behind the show.
And I have spoken.
Good.
And I have spoken.
So the person behind the show is James Favreau. For those who don't know, James Favreau is the guy that produced and directed the first Iron Man film, the first Marvel film in the MCU. Yeah. Right?
Oh, Disney's doing their thing, man. They got soldiers, man.
So what I will say is, I love the show. The thing I love about the show, because the thing I hate about the movies, the recent movies, is that
we talked about
the recent movies made this shit so freaking complicated.
Yeah.
I mean,
they spent so much money on a special effect.
the first Star Wars movie was about boy saves girl.
Yeah,
that was it.
Yeah, that was the whole thing.
Then everything got convoluted.
Yeah.
Yo, I love the fact that The Mandalorian is a standalone
It went back to the
episode
basics.
to episode.
It went back to the basics.
Every episode, you could go in and watch one episode. You might not have seen anything. You can go into any episode, watch it, and be like, "Oh, it doesn't matter if I know what happened before then."
I agree.
It's just a great show because of that. I love it.
Yeah.
Now, some people are like questioning it. They hate it. Oh, like, yo, to be honest, let's be real. The Force Awakens.
Yeah.
Force Awakens gave us all this stuff to think about. Who is Snoke? Who's Rey's parents?
Basically, all the new Star Wars shit is garbage.
And then the second one in this new trilogy was like, who's Snoke? It doesn't matter who Snoke is. They killed him.
Yeah.
Right? Who's Rey's parents? It doesn't matter who's her parents because it doesn't matter. They did nothing for us. So now it's like we got a show that is just about a day in the life of a bounty hunter that happens to be a Mandalorian.
Yeah.
I love it. Now, the one thing I will question is, why is this thing, because I never heard it before in Star Wars lore.
What? What's that?
The fact that he can't take off his helmet, because I watched Clone Wars, and I remember the Mandalorians had their helmets off and all that.
Yeah.
You know, Death
So
Watch,
let me ask this on like the Mandalorian. What era is this happening? Is this like right after everything's been destroyed? As far as
Mandalorian is taking place 5 years after Return of the Jedi.
5 years after
Return of the Jedi saw the end of the Empire. That's when Luke comes in.
Okay, like where exactly does it fit in? Like, what's going on now? What movie? What movie's going on now? Why the Mandalorian's going on?
No movie is going on now. Return of the Jedi happened. Then 5 years later, the Mandalorian fits in.
No,
now the next movie.
5 years after the Return of the Jedi.
Right. So Luke, Darth Vader kills the Emperor.
Palpatine. Yeah.
He gets killed.
Yeah.
And then the New Republic starts.
Okay, got you.
So the next film or the next entry in after that.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, there's nothing after that. The Mandalorian is taking place right after Return of the Jedi. Return of the Jedi was the last thing to happen.
Got you.
That's when it's taking place. So there's remnants of the Empire.
Okay.
So it's probably like 20 years before The Force Awakens happens.
Okay.
20 years before The Force Awakens happens. So, I mean, look, I love Star Wars.
How much do you love Star Wars? You gonna stay in the rain, sleep like 2 days outside the movie theaters? Love
like people did.
You got love like that?
2000s, no.
You ain't got love like that.
For none of that shit. But what I will say is that if I can watch it from the comfort of my home on Disney Plus, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
But moving on from that topic, since you just kind of moved us from
dude.
topics,
Yeah.
Buff.
Dude, man, my attention span gets very low, man. I start drifting. I'm like, we gotta change this shit up.
Yo, I feel you. So, did you see Russell Simmons this week?
Nah.
So Russell Simmons went online.
What's he talking
about Oprah.
Oh yeah, I read something on Facebook about him getting at her about the whole Michael Jackson thing and something else. I think there's something else she's trying to pull out too.
Yeah, she's doing a documentary on Russell Simmons and the people that accused him of rape or whatever they accused him of.
What the fuck is going on with Oprah?
So
50, she got her fucking money.
50 is the one that posted on it. He's like, yo, what's up with Oprah?
What the fuck?
Only going after black men on this shit. So, I don't know, bro. What you think about that?
I think she's I think she's just a greedy bitch. To be honest with you. I mean, she's a fucking billionaire already. So why you need to like put everybody on blast, especially your own fucking people, you know what I'm saying, to make fucking more money.
So
what's your purpose and shit? Why don't you like attack issues like what we just talking about earlier about the sex trafficking shit? You know what I'm saying? Like real topics that affect black people. You know what I'm saying? Or like the slavery shit that's going on and what is that going on?
Everywhere.
Everywhere pretty much. I mean, attack issues like that. You know what I'm saying? that shit is some clown ass shit that she's doing.
Shit that happened 20, 30
Yeah,
years
what
ago,
the fuck?
right?
I mean, it just blows my fucking mind away. Because before, I like Oprah and shit. You know what I'm saying? She's a positive black woman.
Oprah's beautiful.
You know what I'm saying? And she had great topics on like issues, like important issues and stuff. But now it's like she's going like really left with shit. You know? Was she? I mean, okay, like remember the whole situation with Monique about her not getting paid,
right?
And from Netflix,
right.
or whatever. Well, I was watching this thing on YouTube actually, and it was Monique and I think her husband's like her manager or some shit like that, and she got beef with Oprah. Yeah, I mean, really? She got some real beef. Yeah, and
I know she's really cool.
Yeah, but she explained why she has this beef with Oprah, and it was like basically Oprah tried to like expose her in front of everybody about like her father and her family. I think like her father like I don't know if her father like used her for her money or sexually did something to her, something really crazy. And Monique told her, please don't do that to me. Don't pull her out there. And Oprah did it anyway. Yeah.
I haven't heard that. Bro.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
We may need to look that up.
Yeah. Look that shit up on YouTube, man. I mean,
but,
to be honest with you, for someone to do that,
she's a journalist.
She's a journalist. Well, she don't need to be a journalist on that level. She's a fucking billionaire. You know what I'm saying? A journalist is a thirsty to get the story to make their money. That bitch a fucking billionaire. Why she need to dig like that? You know what I'm saying? Why she need to embarrass people like that? You know?
Right. No.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, I know Oprah's like, she got mad power. I mean, people kiss her ass because she got that power. I ain't gonna kiss her ass. I ain't nobody and shit. But I mean, I see it for what it is. You know? You're a greedy bitch. Straight up.
So. Look. Here's where I'm at.
I think that shit's shameful, yo.
Here's where
Michael Jackson's dead for how long? Mike Jackson been dead now? It's been like 10 years.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a hot minute, and you bring these dudes on for a documentary and make all this fucking money and shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, what the fuck? What you gonna wait like another 20 years from now to talk about Bill Cosby when he's dead and buried and shit? You know what I mean?
But the thing about it is, she's not even waiting till then. But But Buff, here's what I gotta say. At the end of the day, right?
You're a greedy bitch. At the end of the day, you're a greedy bitch.
But
you want that money.
But seriously, the Me Too movement, is it real? Or
the Me Too movement?
Is it real? Is it not? Because let's be real.
That's a touchy subject for everybody on that one.
But I gotta be honest. There are a lot of situations.
But you know what? You're not allowed to be honest for this. Because if you're really nobody nowadays is allowed to be honest about their true feelings on any topic. If everyone said their true feelings, everyone will be offended by it. So now we're in the world of being fake. We have to be fake about how we feel and how we see things.
Right.
Like this, the whole situation in DC now, they talking about like they can't say ladies and gentlemen on the metro station no more because now if you say ladies and gentlemen, it's going to offend somebody. Like little shit like that is crazy to me. That doesn't make any sense. I'm sure it doesn't make sense to the average person, average American or whatever.
Right.
So we live in a society right now that anything you say honestly is going to offend somebody and it's going to cause a huge amount of problems. Like the whole Dave Chappelle thing, like his last stand-up. I think he did an excellent job.
I love that
and he catching mad hell saying the show was terrible from the, what's it called, the Rotten Tomatoes. Man, don't listen to fucking rotten, whack-ass tomatoes. That's what they should be called.
Right.
But it's this day and age, man, you can't say anything. You can't be honest. You can't without catching heat about it.
I hear you, bro. So, kind of rolling from there. Let me tell you, now you're married.
Yeah.
I'm single. Dating apps.
Oh, Jesus. That's a whole nother topic right there.
Bro, let me tell you.
Man, if you ain't getting no poom poom nowadays, something's wrong with you, dog. For
Yo,
real.
I got to say,
You know what I mean? Because I mean that shit. I mean they serving that shit up on a platter nowadays. Oh my god.
dude, what I will
And
say
and
is,
I mean the shit was
like, as a
taboo
single
back in the
man.
days. Now it's like it's more acceptable than anything. And they got so many applications and apps.
So how many apps we got out there? We got Tinder.
I couldn't tell you.
We got Tinder.
I couldn't tell you, dude.
Tinder.
I'm married now. I was married when Tinder and all that shit came out. And shit.
We got Bumble.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy.
We got Facebook dating now.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
We got Zeus.
I'm surprised they didn't do that shit a long time
We got
ago.
OkCupid. You remember OkCupid back in the day?
Yeah, I remember that.
You know, so I mean, these dating apps. It's kind of funny because I recently got online with some dating apps, and I will say I have met some incredible women on this dating app. And when I say,
well, let me ask you this though.
yeah,
what's your ratio? Like, out of how many women that you met that was good quality?
So what I will say is, as far as the good quality. I would say it's about a 90% standpoint.
Okay.
And maybe it's the apps
90, like everyone you met, just about is quality.
Hold up. It's
like
probably
what's your category of quality?
so look, you know me,
yeah.
And those that don't, I am so picky.
Oh yeah.
I'm the cat. I'm the cat that like I'm breaking up with people, cutting them off because wow, you wearing that today.
Yeah.
You know,
you need to
so for me, I mean, seriously, but as far as quality, I will say the majority of the apps that I'm on and the people that I've met and actually communicated with, I'm really impressed. Now, maybe it's the area I'm in. I live in.
Oh yeah, we
both live in the DC metro area,
Nova.
DMV.
Nova.
So living in Northern Virginia, I meet a lot of women that are very well-to-do. They have their careers
career-oriented, and educated.
And they're making their own money. So they're not looking for me to supplement, compliment, any of that. They're just looking for me to be me and meet them and take them out sometimes and have a good time. So
you're single. You're supposed to just go out and have a good time.
Right.
You're not supposed to get locked into somebody the first person you meet. You know, enjoy yourself. I mean, dude, you was married before and got a kid before.
Right,
you're in your 40s now. You know what I mean? Like you know what's up. You know,
exactly.
You know what's up. You're not gonna compromise yourself in these crazy situations with these women.
Exactly.
You know, I mean, you're more valuable to them than they are to you. Because they outnumber you for like 12. The ratio might be even higher than that nowadays.
Well, I appreciate that. In the sense that a lot of cats are not going to be on the same level I'm on.
Yeah, you ain't a bad looking dude.
I'm not
you make good money. You got your own place. You pretty much can drive any car you want. You know what I'm saying? So you travel. Oh my gosh. They see all that stuff.
Well, we'll let people discover that on their own. But at the end of the day,
trying to plug you, dog. I'm trying to plug you.
I feel very fortunate to be in this life.
Yeah.
I feel like I meet women, and I'm trying to get to know them as they're trying to get to know me.
Yeah.
But I will say, being someone that existed before cell phones existed, and kind of going through that level of the whole. Evolution of cell phones and
it's crazy,
all
man.
that good stuff and the internet. It's crazy easy to meet or connect with someone that you've never met.
Yeah, and it's not taboo no more. It's not it's not considered to be taboo anymore.
Yeah, so it's one of those things. Whereas, like I've met some incredible women that works in government, women that have. Worked for big
Do you got any
like
crazy
Google.
Stories? You got any crazy stories? I know you do.
So, crazy stories as far as internet people. So, I met
the craziest
young lady.
one.
I met this one young lady probably, one day. So, we'll say on a Monday. So, on Tuesday, she's hitting me up like, yo, let's hang out. Let's see whatever. Let's get to know each other. So, I'm like, okay, I'm going to come out. I'm going to come check you out. So I go check her out. I go pick her up, and she had according to her profile, great job, making great money.
Okay.
But
it always sounds good.
Look, dude. I'm from the hood. Yeah. I'm from Bronx, New York.
Yeah.
Williamsburg section of Bronx, 22nd of Bronxwood. So I'm used to whatever. I can deal in any situation.
Yeah.
But I roll up to this chick's house, and we're chilling. Everything's good. We're in there. She got a kid. Her kid's in there. So
how old's the kid?
No smashing or sex goes down. We're just hanging out. She's like, "Look, can we go to sleep and we just cuddle?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh,
you had a problem with that?
Nah. Because this first meetup.
Yeah.
So I got no issue with that.
Yeah.
So next thing I know, somebody comes in the apartment.
What?
Dude.
A dude?
Yo.
Really?
I didn't know at this time. Let me tell you. Some dude comes in the apartment.
Was it her man?
Look, dude, I didn't know what it was at that point. A dude.
Oh, wow.
Dude's person. At this point, it's a person.
Yeah.
Obviously, you could tell where we're going.
Oh,
so somebody walks in the apartment, comes in the bedroom.
Yeah.
So I'm cuddled up with this chick.
Oh, wow. Well, when did this happen?
Yo, so let me tell you.
You never told me about this.
Yo, dude, I know. I don't tell anybody about this. So, dude, this person rolls up.
Did he get into bed with y'all?
He gets on the other side of her.
What?
While
you in the bed?
Yeah, I'm in the bed.
Oh, yo, did you just have boxes on and shit?
Yeah, I took the jeans off and everything.
Oh man, yeah.
I'm gonna be like,
yo, you take your jeans off. Did you keep your socks on?
So
I keep my socks on. I don't like my feet cold.
So next thing I know, I'm like, what the F is going on?
Oh shit!
So bro,
that's crazy.
I just like ease myself, like remember the Wiz when I ease on down the road. Yeah. I eased on out the fucking bed, put my jeans on, and got the F out of there.
Yeah, she called dude up for a threesome and shit. That's what
dude.
Y'all gonna be rubbing balls.
Let me tell you.
I gonna be rubbing balls.
No threesome. Ain't no threesome happening.
You're gonna be snow brothers. What do they call it? Eskimo brothers.
Nah. Dude, at the end of the day, I mean, it was crazy. But look, dude.
Wow. When this happened?
This happened, I ain't even gonna tell you because I ain't trying to identify who it is.
I mean, I don't know any of these broads you talk to. I couldn't care less.
But I don't even want them to know.
Oh,
so at
shit.
the end of the day,
that's hilarious.
At the end of the day, stories like this and more will be coming up on our podcast.
Yeah. No doubt.
At the end of the day, we're gonna be telling you stories about our lives, telling you stories about things that are going on in current events, and just really getting you to know us.
And maybe less Roosevelt talking.
I'm a talker.
Yeah, talking motherfucker, boy.
I'm a talker. But
I'll let you talk, and I just be like, let me just chill for a minute.
But nah,
talk about this.
Think
about these bills.
Show. Buff is on first for a reason because he's the dude.
Oh shit.
And no, we're just gonna have fun with this. So please bear with us, but give us feedback. Let us know what you want to hear us talk about.
Yeah.
We're gonna. I guess each week we're gonna just talk about whatever. Because that's what it's about. And I really appreciate all those who give a listen in. Buff, appreciate you, my brother.
No sweat, brother.
No doubt.
Yeah, I gotta go pick up my kids, man.
Yes. All right. Well, we're going to end it on here, folks. But look, remember, this is your boy Rose at That Dude Rose on Instagram. And my boy.
Buff. Hit up Rose. Hit him up.
All right.
Give you all the information.
All right. So that's where we're at. But look, either way, folks, be you, be who you are, and make it happen. All right?
Yeah, Soul Train shit.
Peace out.